Hey everyone, this is Will Jones here, and I am at the Roadster Factory. You're watching us on the Roadster Factory, so you should know that. But my name is Will Jones. Some of you out there may know me. I used to go to car shows quite a bit with the Roadster Factory. Some of you may not know me. I started here at the Roadster Factory in 1994, as early as I could possibly start working. I've been here throughout the years, off and on. And I am back. I work in the publications department mostly, but I do a little bit of everything. I've worked in every department here, so I often fill in when I can. So today we thought we would take you on a tour of the building. Some of you may have seen this, some of you visit us at summer parties, you are old hat to all of this, but if not, if you've never been able to see us, we want to take you around a little bit and introduce you to some of the people and some of the departments here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to flip the camera around here and we're going to talk to Dan Mabin. He's on our tech line on phone sales. He does a lot of different things here, and we're going to flip the camera around and let him talk to you.
Hello everybody, Dan Mabin here of the Roadster Factory, also known on the tech line, and at several different car shows, usually as the comedic relief.
That he is.
I do your tech line, your tech support. I also handle a lot of our social media stuff, usually responding to your questions and the occasional post for your entertainment, I suppose. But welcome to the Roadster Factory. It's here. It's been here since 1978. We have been in business, not all time in this building. Of course, we started out in a little apartment in Indiana, Pennsylvania. Well, we go on inside and we'll take a look around and see what we can find.
All right, Dan, lead us in.
Safety first, of course. Welcome to our showroom. This car was originally a topaz orange. It's been restored in the 1975 British racing green, along with an original style soft top with the original reflective on it. This has definitely been one of our treasures here at the Roadster Factory. Off over here, we have the car that started it all. This is Charles' personal TR3A. It was when he went to do his very first restoration, and he found a lack of parts, and he decided that there are other people that needed parts as well, and hence the business was born. This car has been restored 2 times at this point, and is here in beautiful running condition. Also makes fantastic viewing points and picture opportunities when you come visit us here.
You gotta have cars in the showroom, right?
Gotta have cars in the showroom. Come around here, pardon the squeeze. We have our parts counter. Anytime you come in and visit us when we're able to be visited, you come and speak to us here. We'll get you all the parts you need, help you with technical advice, and even how to install the parts if need be. We've been known in extreme cases even to come out to the parking lot and help you out with your car. And what a better backdrop. But it's been there since 1982.
Let's tell him, Dan, how did you get involved here?
I have been involved with the Roadster Factory in official capacity for 4.9 years. 14.9 years at this point, since I was hired in 2006. I am a second generation. My father started here in 1990 as the publications department, eventually becoming the publications director. All the catalogs that we put out in the 90s were part of the publications team we had at the time, being my father, Ron Mabin, and Rob Brownlee.
And your dad did a lot of night shift work, I remember, because
Yes.
my mom did night shift work here, and they were always here at the same time when I'd visit.
Well, that was a two-pronged thing. That was also, it's easier to get work done when there's less people in the building asking questions. And also, he does not do mornings.
Neither does my mom. So
Ever.
they both had night shift jobs, and it worked out.
It's noon. He might be stirring.
That's my kind of schedule.
I'm right there with you. That is why I have the only unique schedule in the whole building. We don't do mornings. This is our front room area. Basically, we stage parts here for pickup if you're going to come, and you can notify us in advance. We also like to post our plaques and thanks and memories just all around the wall, including the lovely Moon Motors trophy here. That one was a bit fun. My understanding is there was a bunch of mooning involved, and it did not involve the rock circling our plane.
Uh-oh.
We have our sales department in through this way. All the people in the sales department this time have spent many years, including Will has spent a lot of time in the sales department.
I was in sales for quite a long time.
Oh yes. So we all know what goes on in here. All your customer service stuff is taken care of in the back. Technical department is in the front corner. And the brains of the operation is sitting right here off to the left. This is our main administrative office over here.
Hello.
See, we let Will talk in here because
this is my mom, Becky Jones. She's been here for a long time.
A long time.
Longer than me.
Yeah.
I started in about 94.
See, I started in 84.
84.
Yeah.
84. I remember we were just talking about Dan's dad in the night shift. We'd see him when we'd come out to visit you for the night shift, and he'd be there too.
Yep.
Yep. All right.
Lots of interesting things get done at night. Important things.
Important things.
This is our boardroom area here. All of the important decisions happen in this room.
In our conference room.
Yes. Everything important, policy decisions, firings. We also keep all sorts of knickknacks and all sorts of neat mugs from years past that we used to produce.
I remember these.
You remember these?
I remember
One
these.
for each car show.
Every car show, yep.
Every car show. Let's take 700 pounds of glass mugs across the country.
We did that. And I think everyone loved them too.
Oh, they were gorgeous.
I used to have a lot of them.
And there was one at one point that was a big glass boot, as I recall.
Yes.
It's the only one that was not the standard beer mug style.
Yeah, I remember that.
We'll go ahead and carry on here into our data department.
Data processing.
Absolutely.
Everyone knows Dolly out here.
There's Dolly.
Hi, guys.
She's the nerves of the data operation. She pulls in all the orders off the internet as well as from the sales department. She sorts through them. She checks them all for questions, for part pricing issues, and any other questions, and makes sure that they get entered into the computer correctly.
She's the one that makes sure you get all your deals.
75% of the time.
That's right.
No, she does a fantastic job, and we love her dearly.
Absolutely.
As we continue around, we see the only black door up in this office.
We don't go in. We don't know what's in that door.
Well, that's where we keep the bodies. Mostly mice and moles.
They're right.
We're not allowed to talk about that door. Here we go into the main warehouse area.
Okay.
At one point in time, this was the only warehouse in the building. This was our main warehouse. Everything came in and out of this warehouse. That was, of course, short-lived before it was determined that we needed a lot more space. Turns out the old chicken coop just wasn't quite going to cut it for the
That's right.
absolute dynasty this became.
Those cars have a lot of parts when you take them apart.
They do. Thousands, hundreds even. Everything here is laid out in numerical alphanumerical order?
Alphanumerical.
Alphanumerical. We still keep a lot of items in here, a lot of smaller items. It's no longer a high volume warehouse, but a lot of original parts get kept in here. Good tooling samples and things that we got that even have Rover stickers on them.
Wow.
They're old. But we also use this now for vehicular storage. This car here is another one of the famous Runyon vehicles. This would be Caroline's MGB, and of course, that would make it the very first Heritage body shell car made. This was a very rusted out car. Heritage made body shells, and this one became the one that got converted back to a new car. So it's almost a 1989 MGB.
Many people here may remember the body shell tour.
Right. The only thing this car is missing now from the body shell t-shirt, if anyone recalls the body shell t-shirt.
I love that t-shirt.
with the baby cloth and the stork.
And the stork with the British flag baby cloth.
Yes, yes, that was just gorgeous.
We should redo that t-shirt, I know.
That'd be awesome. This is a TR7.
That
it
is
was
a
the
TR7.
shape of things to come. This is sad.
Hey, everyone has some sad cars around that need restored, right? Or should, anyway.
Should. I mean,
That's kind of what we do here.
It's an incurable disease.
Dan knows that disease, right?
You get into a few of these diseases. You end up with multiple diseases. And then it becomes, oh my gosh, where did that bank account go?
Exactly. But we're happy.
Oh yeah,
for
that's
it.
right. There's cars everywhere and trains everywhere.
Yeah, Dan likes trains if y'all didn't know.
Come on back here to our shipping area.
All right.
Packages.
All your orders. This is just a small batch of the orders today.
This is just a teaser. Just a teaser. There have been days where there'll be pallets stacked everywhere, and they will be stacked taller than Dan height, even including the fuzzy pom-pom on the top.
There you go.
Everything comes back via the set of rollers here to be stacked. We have several pickers, several packers, all working at the same time. They're a wondrous, industrious bunch. Well versed on all the modern vernacular and. We always put our best words forward.
Our best words forward.
And of course, this is a neat site. I love showing people this site. It gives you an idea of the true size of this building. Standing right there where Will is with the camera, you can see from the far end of the 2 warehouse, look 180 degrees, and see to the far end of the 3 warehouse. That is the full length of our building. All warehouse.
All warehouse.
All warehouse.
So you said this was the 2 warehouse. Explain the 2, Dan.
Explain the 2s.
We have 2s, we have 3s, we have 4s. Pretty self-explanatory.
I mean,
Except that first one we were in.
that's the 109.
109s.
1-09. The 1 is because it's the first warehouse. The -09 is because at one point it was segregated into different segments, 1 through 09. You have to put the O in there, otherwise in the early days of computers they get confused and they don't know where things are.
That's right.
That has since changed. The building has expanded about fourfold since those days. Fourfold.
We did have a 5 warehouse at one time.
We did. This warehouse here is mostly low volume bulk items. We do keep some original stuff in here. We tend to keep brake pipes in here as well sometimes, whenever they're made in advance.
Dan knows that all too well.
Oh yes, I got the pipes. In the very back of this warehouse, we also drag in and store all of the parts that we have made custom and reproduced are all brought here and stored in massive bulk quantities. This is not going to fit in your pickup truck for a ride.
So this is one of the warehouses that all of our talented warehouse workers pull your parts from. And a few more cars stored back here too. You gotta have cars everywhere in a Roadster factory, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you don't have cars to reference, what are you going to do?
That's right. Okay, where are we off to next, Dan?
Where are we off to next? That is a very good question.
Shall we check out the 3 warehouse?
We could check out the 3s. As you can see, as we're wandering into the bright halo of light that comes, this warehouse is jumping. This is our busy warehouse, so it is brightly lit. Everything is brightly colored. All of our high volume items are in this warehouse, whether it be nuts, bolts, washers, bushings, books, and filters. It's all the fun tune-up stuff that you use all of the time. We're getting in the way of
Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
It's so busy, we're
Keep
getting
going.
in the way of
Go
people.
about your work.
Big tall bins for bigger items.
That's right.
We also like to make our pickers work out, so climbing those shelves to get the big heavy parts 8 feet off the ground. That is an exercise regimen I would recommend
For anyone, right?
for anyone. And then we come to the part of the building that you can smell from the other end of the building. This is our wood shop run by the one, the only, the estimable Woodchuck.
Woodchuck Finley.
Woodchuck Finley.
We'll obviously be taking the sound out of this one.
Yeah. We don't want to run across some copyrights here. Woodchuck gets his monkeyer by being named Chuck and being an expert of the wood arts here. He makes all of our dashboards. He also makes our gear shift knobs. And really anything that involves wood, he's tail deep in. Woodchucks have tails, right?
I think so.
Woodchucks have tails, right? We're all stumped.
We don't actually know what a woodchuck looks like, but a woodchuck would if a woodchuck could chuck wood.
He might chuck wood at us here pretty soon. After he does our wood dashboards back here, they all make their way out this direction and end up on the drying and setup rack out here where they're ready to be knocked over by wheels stepping in sheet metal. We have metal and original parts just like scattered everywhere.
It's
here.
true.
We are like pack rats. And in case there's an emergency,
You never know.
you never know. That one may not be hooked up to plumbing now, so that's a hand bailer right there. Go ahead and wander on back up this way to our receiving department. This is our receiving department. As you can see, it looks a mess.
It's chock full of receivables and pallets.
Yes.
Imagine that.
And this is the sign that stuff is getting done. When it's busy looking,
When
and
there are
there's
just
stuff
pallets everywhere,
it is,
things have been received.
things have been received, they're going on the shelf, and the upside of that is, if they're going on the shelf, they're going into a box, and they're going to your home.
Your home. And I think it's important to remember this department used to be run by about 2 or 3 people,
Yes.
and now we have 1.
Yes. This is our kit room. Won't do too much of a tour in there, other than it's a, oops, sorry, Bill,
As I
please,
walk in,
please.
it's okay.
This is just a good representation of what we do for the British car parts community. We special order special seals by profile that's unavailable anymore. We order them in bulk, thousands of feet at a time. And then we can make individual seals here in our kit room. Cut the length per application, per vehicle, whatever is needed. Gearbox cover seals, door seals, you name it. We do a lot of rubber stuff.
It's true.
Also,
I used to spend days back here cutting seals.
is that what happened to you?
It is.
It's all that static electricity is what did this to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Top gear, top tip. Ground yourself.
Ground yourself before cutting hundreds of thousands of seals.
Some of you might be familiar with this material here. No, this is not the lining of your next jacket. This is carpet underfelt. This is synthetic underfelt. You can tell by the pretty blue-gray color. We cut this here to make our underfelt kits. These are not outshopped at anywhere else. We don't order them in. We make these here. Roll by the bulk. We have patterns, and then everything is cut out special for your car. Car nuts.
Those are some good nuts.
These are fantastic nuts. These are Carolina nuts. So for those of you from Carolina, you'll make some good nuts. These are peanuts. I must stress this. Every year we get a few people that want to know if this can contains all the nuts they need for their vehicle restoration.
It does not.
No. No.
No.
But we have stacks of car nuts. We love to sell the nuts. Please buy our nuts. Otherwise we sit here and we eat all the nuts. And you are what you eat.
So
We're
that's
all
what
nuts.
happened to you.
Yes. Oh yes. Now we have one more warehouse that we can get into today. Don't mind me just fixing the face covering. The 40s of the Ford warehouse is all large items. Sheet metal, for example, that has to sound amazing. This is a TR4 250 4A and 6 floor pan. We've got everything here from windshields to door skins to, well, we say we got original parts laying around. There is a Spitfire cardboard transmission tunnel cover.
A few of them.
A few of them. Large dash assemblies. I believe those are TR7, TR8. This is aluminum. We have one of these left here on the shelf. It was the experiment once. I think we can still get them if need be. They are just phenomenally expensive to get.
What is this? An aluminum what, Dan?
It's an aluminum TR4 fender.
Ooh, look how pretty that is.
It's a fender. We call this one Freddy.
Freddy the Fender?
Freddy fender. It is just absolute, just gorgeousness.
It is.
It looks a little rough right now because it's a little cold in here and I'm warm, so I'm immediately fogging it up. But
it's like you don't even want to paint that.
No! It'd be like painting a DeLorean.
I
It would
know.
be wrong.
It'd be wrong.
But imagine your entire car, just this gorgeous aluminum sheen.
I can imagine it.
And it's fantastically lightweight. You know how much a fender weighs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's one finger right there.
And Dan's not that strong, everyone.
That hurt my feelings. I'm gonna go cry. You're gonna have to finish this yourself. So if you want technical help later, and I'm not available on the phone, call Will. He will explain.
Will cannot help you with your tech issues. That's the one department I've never been in.
We made Dan cry. There's some more sheet metal here. This is a early Spitfire fender. Looks like, actually it's a pile of Spitfire fenders. and the ubiquitous TR6 hardtop. Some of you might remember we did a Spitfire carpet project here about a year ago. We took a Spitfire carpet that was on the market. We weren't really a fan of the fitment of it. So we found a Spitfire floor that we had stashed away in the barn, the famous TRF barn. And our pro here in our Magic Carpet Factory sat and folded and cut and snipped and created a gorgeous carpet set to fit the Spitfire exactly. This will fit all Spitfires, even the early ones that would not have had carpet, to the end of the 1500s in 1980. That's pretty much tour of the building here at this point. Other than some commentary, Will, is there anything you'd like to add as you've been following me around?
No, let's just take a walk out and we will take them back through just a quick look of everything.
On our way to the front of the building.
To the front of the building.
And back out to a glorious, didn't realize you were chasing me around. Glorious sunset here in Western Pennsylvania from the showroom of the Roadster Factory.
All right, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna say goodbye.
Oh, so long. Farewell, I'll be the same.
Hope you enjoyed that. We do plan on having more videos here in the near future, we hope. If you like this one, please feel free to hit that like button, share this video, make sure you subscribe. Thank you all so much and have a great day.